Hi everyone, Gray Power 60 here. So I have been repurposing a lot of things around the house, changing up the spring and fall stuff for Christmas, and I took this little dome was a little fairy garden, a little fairy in it, and I wiped it all down. I tried washing it, and it's still, the dome is kind of milky, but I'm not going to throw it out, so I'm going to reuse it. And those are all the flowers and the little fairy that was in it. And the white stuff is sand, and I'm going to reuse that like snow. So I'm going to reuse that. Now I bought a couple of little miniatures. I'm going to show you in a second here. A little snowman and a little lamppost. I'm going to put it on here so you can see it better. And that's what I'm going to put inside. And I also decided I wanted to put a tree. You see me here wiping it down after I went in the kitchen trying, but it was milky. But I'm not going to throw it out because I can use it. Now I'm going to take out one of these trees, the silver ones that I purchased. Right now I'm taking it apart to see if it will fit in the hole and go right through, but it wasn't quite long enough, and I didn't want to cut the tree down. So, because usually I'd push it down and then just bend it and it would stay. So I put it back together, and I'm just going to hot glue it down onto the base. I like changing things up, you know, when I have things that I use for spring or fall or summer, and then just put away the fairy gardens and all of that stuff and just repurpose things, just reuse them. That way I don't have to continually buy. Although I think I went a little crazy this year with shopping. So now I'm just using the sand for the bottom. It'll look like snow. I did do a lot of editing in my video because it was really long and I was showing you an awful lot of, things that pretty well self-explanatory, so I didn't want to waste all that time. So I'm putting the tree up, and now I decided where I want to place these little guys, so I'm just placing them on here. It's just a very simple thing to repurpose things, and I just kind of like doing that. So once I decided how I wanted them set up, trying to use more of that sand. Looks like snow. And I'm just going to take my hot glue and put just a small dab. I got sand all over everything. I'm just going to push the sand away so that it's not laying on the sand. And I'm just going to add a dab of glue to put it down so that it can be taken off later. The hot glue works the best for that because it comes off easily when you want to repurpose things. So that's all I'm doing is just placing them on there, moving things around. And the last one is the little lamppost. So after I was finished doing all of this, I thought, oh, I think I'm going to use some that artificial snow that I bought at the dollar store and just put a little bit in there. I had blue and I had white, and I thought, I think I cut this part out, I'm not sure, but I did use a little bit of blue faux snow on the inside. I just thought it added a little character, because sometimes in the winter when you look out at the snow and in the lights at night, it looks bluish. Oops, sorry about that. I have a bad habit of knocking that over. Maybe I didn't. Nope, I didn't cut it out. But I may still cut that out. But I was trying to decide and I thought, oh, let's use the blue. And it's just to sprinkle a little bit. So I just kind of sprinkled it on the tree and let it fall down into the sand, and then I put a little bit around just to add a little color. Kind of like blue snow as opposed to yellow snow. Like I said, I thought I had edited this part out. So now I'm going to just sprinkle some blue around it, and I think it just added a little something. I didn't put a lot. It looks like I'm putting a lot, but I'm just putting a little bit in at a time. Just to color it, because you can still see the white sand, although it's not good on camera. I forgot to turn my light on so that it would brighten this up a little bit. So once I got that all done, I'm going to use a little hot glue on the edges to hold the dome down. I didn't do that when I had the fairy garden. I just kind of left it. But because it doesn't really clamp on, and I don't want it to fall all over if Mom tries to pick it up or something, it might fall. But as I'm showing you how milky it is, I was kind of disappointed. And then afterwards I thought, you know what, maybe I could have used a little bit of glue and glitter and kind of put some in there. I was going to do that. I was thinking about it. Kind of make it look like there's stars in the sky. And then I thought, no, I won't do that, because if I want to use it again for something else, then I'll have to try and wash out all the glue and the little glitter or snowflakes or whatever that I decide to put on the dome. So now I'm just checking to make sure that all the sand is out of the way, and I'm using a little hot glue. I know it looks like I'm putting it all the way around, but I'm not. I'm just kind of putting it in a few little spaces. And then we're going to attach it. And almost done. I'm just holding it down. Now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, oh, I wonder if I should put this, decorate it somehow or something. So I was thinking, what could I do? And there it is. Isn't that cute? It's too bad that the dome kind of went milky, but I think it's from, there was air inside of it, and then, oh, there's the light. And I think from being outside with the different temperatures and so on, it made it all milky. But I still thought something was missing, so I am going to get one of those wreath, what are those called? Those pieces of wreath attachers or whatever. My mind's gone blank. So I was looking at it and trying to figure out how to do it, and then I decided to hot glue them together. And of course, I know it's hot, so I wanted to, couldn't find my finger. Finally found it, and it fit perfectly on there. Yet it still was missing something, and I thought, well, so I decided to get out some paintbrushes and some white, just some white acrylic paint that I had from the dollar store, and I'm just going to paint some white on the wreath piece. What is it called? Anyway, you know what I mean. You're probably yelling at me, telling me what the name is. So once I did the little painting, I didn't do a lot. I mean, I know it looks like a lot, but I really didn't do a lot. I just kind of played around with it, and then I decided that I would use some of the other snow to sparkle it up, because the paint is still a little bit wet. It would adhere to the wreath piece. So I'm just dabbing a little bit here and there. I'm not really going crazy with it, just kind of And there is the finished product. And I think it looked really, it doesn't really do it justice in the camera, but in person the snow, the faux snow, actually sparkles. So after I was finished, I'm kind of putting things away right now. After I was finished with it, I went over and showed Mom, and she just loved it. Absolutely loved it. It's just a simple thing, but little things like that she really likes. So I decided to set it up near her table. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm just cleaning up right now. I just wanted to share some of the repurposing things that I do. I hope you liked my video, and I hope you'll join again soon. Take care. Bye for now.